guys, it's Tracy from Tracy Take Two, and it's week 5, and coming at you a little bit late. Today is Friday. Week 5 started on Wednesday, but I was working, and today the kids have a PA day, so I'm home with them, and I'm actually going to try to shoot this with them home. They're in their bedrooms right now, so hopefully I'll be able to get this out. Today I weighed in at 198. Which is a little bit of a cheat because, like I said, it's a couple days late. So I made it to Wonderland, and that happened pretty much, I think, probably before I even put the other video out. I recorded the other video, and then by the time I put it up, I think I'd already come in at under 199. So that's nice. I haven't been out of the 200s for a while. What else happened this week? Last week I was talking about how I had a stomach of steel and how nothing's affected me so far, and so my diet really hasn't changed much for this week, but I did have another little cheat, another little confession to make. Last week, on the 3rd, was my son's 12th birthday. So they had a cake for him. I thought, you know what, I'm going to try a bite of it. Don't have cake every day. It's not something that's going to cause me to, you know, run out and buy cakes and eat cakes every day and blow up. It was his birthday. It was a nice chocolate cake. And I thought, you know what, this is a way to test it. I'll have a bite, and if I end up dumping, then I'll know that sugar's a no-no, because this is the first time I would be having sugar of any sort besides the fake sugars. And it was fine. Of course it was fine. Of course it was fine. Why wouldn't it be fine? Why can't I have a piece of cake? Of course I can. So again, that didn't bother me at all. It was just a couple bites. So that happened, and yeah, like I said, it didn't bother me at all. Nothing new really diet-wise this week. I've been still having some of my fake meats. And I have found, last time I was saying how I don't get very full or hunger sensations. But the meal I made myself, I think it was just yesterday for lunch. I made my daughter some wraps with a little multi-grain Weight Watchers tortilla wrap. And with a little slice of my fake turkey and some cheese and a little bit of lettuce in there. And I made myself one for lunch, because I thought, I made her a couple because they're just small. And I made myself one thinking, I'll give it a try. Why not? Nothing else is bothering me. Why not have a wrap? It was really thin, really small. And I brought it to work. And after my morning smoothie, I wasn't hungry because, like I said, I really haven't been feeling hunger. I was drinking some of my water, and I thought, well, it's around lunchtime. I should probably try to eat that wrap. And again, like I said, I wasn't really hungry for it. Oh, here we go. Hi, Bo. Come here. Get your hellos out of the way. Say hello to everybody out there. All right, go back and lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down, Bo. And I started eating it, and I got about halfway through it, which was literally like the wrap was only like this big. So it was I only had maybe that much of it. And I was starting to feel full. So I wrapped it back up and put it away. I thought I'll try some later in the afternoon. So I did have a little bit of that later, the rest of it. But yeah, so it took 2 meals to eat this tiny little wrap, which I found strange because, like I was mentioning, last week, I don't really feel full, and I feel like I could keep eating after most of the things I eat. But this bread wrap, tortilla wrap, did seem to fill me up. Or either that, or even before I ate it, though, I wasn't really feeling hungry. So I kind of maybe wasn't in a real state of hunger beforehand, so maybe I was still full for my smoothie. I don't know. It was a few hours after. So yesterday I didn't do a really good job of getting it. I got in different proteins. I had a couple chicken nuggets, about 3 little fake chicken nuggets for dinner with my kids. So I have been eating protein. It's just, I don't know if I'm getting in 60 grams because I just haven't been able to eat that much quantity of food to get in that much. I had my smoothie for breakfast, which again, it's I think around 25 grams, because I think my protein powder is 20 grams. The powdered peanut butter I put in it is 5, so that's about 25. I also do put in some little hemp seeds and some hemp hearts and some flax seed, which I think I'm not sure if both of them do, but one of them has some protein in it as well. So like a gram or 2. It's nothing extraordinary. I think I had another Baby Bell cheese at work yesterday too. And like I said, the half the wrap, which would have, I'm not sure if the wraps themselves have any protein in them. I don't think so. I forget. But they are Weight Watchers, so they're lower in carbs anyways. The turkey slice I have it's a tofurkey slice, so it has some protein in it. I don't remember exactly how much, and I had a slice of provolone cheese in there, so that had some protein in it. And the little chicken nuggets, of course, are protein as well. But I brought some yogurt to work, and I just couldn't fit that in because I just was feeling really full most of the day. I got in a lot of my water, but I was just feeling really full off of just a little bit of food, and I just couldn't manage to eat anymore. I just wasn't hungry for it, and like eating half that wrap, I just couldn't finish it. And then today I made myself a little piece of kind of a little flatbread with some cheese on it and a little couple pieces of tomato, and I toast it with some pesto on it. And that I can only eat one little piece of that as well. I think breads really fill me up, which, oh, there's Bo at his water again. Breads seem to really fill me up quick, which is another reason why I want to stay away from carbs, because then I'm not getting in the protein. I did have a slice of provolone cheese on my toasted bread this morning as well. And I'm not sure if the pesto, I think, might have some protein in it. It's made with pesto. I think it might. I'm not sure. Anyways, so I didn't make one of my smoothies this morning because I'm home today, way out of work, and I just was lazy. But maybe I'll have one later, a little bit later. I'll make up a shake, just mix things up a bit in the order. What else? So I wanted to mention the cake because that was another little no-no for me. But I just wanted to mention how that went down, and went down fine. I mean, it's cake, you know. Of course you're gonna enjoy it, but it didn't bother me. At work, a few more people have been commenting on my looks and saying I look good, and it's kind of making me nervous because I really didn't want to tell anybody. Bo, you're knocking the camera. I didn't really want to tell anybody that I had the surgery. So I was kind of hoping that my weight loss would kind of be gradual enough that maybe it wouldn't be too noticeable. And on me, it's not. Like, I look at myself, and I was just going over my videos again today, and I don't see a big difference. Like I said, when I wear my hair down, I think my face looks fuller. When I wear it up, and I have been wearing my hair up at work the past couple of days just because I've been lazy. So that might have been a part of it. Sorry, the dog was just getting into something. But I haven't really noticed a big difference myself. I do notice my clothes fit looser, but maybe my face is changing. Like I said, I haven't noticed a lot. Maybe on my very first video I looked a little bit, but it also depends on the camera angle too, the way I was holding the camera in some of the videos. But a couple of people have been saying I look good and look like I've lost weight, and I'm just kind of trying to deflect. And you know, it's warmer weather, I've been out more, and you know, I don't know, I just don't know what else to say really. I mean, I didn't really want to get into details about how I've had the surgery. I'm not ashamed of it. It's just, I just wanted to keep it private. It's just something, you know, just for me. And I mean, like I said, I wasn't such a large size that I thought it would be very noticeable, but I mean, I guess it is noticeable. I don't know. My face must be getting thinner. To me, I can't see it, but I see myself every day. And the people at work are commenting, and it's only been a few pounds. I mean, since surgery, I think coming out of surgery, like the first time I weighed myself, I think out of surgery, I was around 210 or 209. So it's only been about 10 pounds since then. And I know I lost some pre-surgeries. Well, I obviously went down from 236 to around 210 before I even had the surgery. But nobody commented then. It's just kind of just been the past. And I'm thinking maybe it is the summer. Maybe I thought I got a bit of color in my face. I mean, right now I probably look pale as a ghost because I am pretty pale. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the summer and people are just noticing I'm wearing summery clothes, thinner clothes, so not wearing the big sweaters. Or I wear hoodies almost every day. I just like hoodies. But maybe it's just the clothes are a little bit thinner, so that it's making people notice more. I'm still wearing jeans every day, or I was wearing leggings actually one day that the person commented. So I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know how I'm going to deflect the comments if I keep losing, and well, when I keep losing. I don't know if it's an if. I'm hoping I keep losing. It's not like I don't want to. I didn't have the surgery so I could hide weight loss, and I had it so I could lose weight. But yeah, it's just weird having people comment, and I'm not the type of person that takes compliments well anyways. Like, I'm not I don't know. I'm just one of those people that, you know, people compliment you and I'm just like, oh, thanks, you know, and I'm just not, I'm not very accepting of comments or compliments. I've always been that way anyways. So when people say, oh, you know, you're looking really good, I'm like, well, thanks. But it's not like I really want to go into detail about why or even if they were telling me I look good on a day or your hair looks really nice on a day before I started losing weight, I would still be kind of, oh, well, thank you. And I just feel awkward getting compliments. Anyways, it's just the way I am. So this is just getting a little tough when people notice me. I'm a person that I'm not very, what do you call it? I'm introverted. I'm not very extroverted. So I don't really put myself out there for people to, you know, say stuff about very often. So when people start noticing me or saying stuff to me about complimenting me, it just kind of makes me feel awkward. But I mean, I should have known that that's part of the ride. You're going to have people commenting. You're going to lose weight. People are going to comment. It's natural. I know the one girl I worked with, she used to sit beside me. She went on the keto diet, her and her son, and she was losing a lot of weight, and she did look good, and it was really noticeable too. So, I mean, people were commenting to her, of course, as well. And I thought, oh, I wish, at that time, I was like, oh, I wish I could lose some weight. But now that I am, I guess I don't know, because it's just, I think how fast it's coming off, and I just don't really have an answer for people when they start asking. So it's just, to me, I'm just kind of caught off guard. I don't see the difference in myself. So when somebody comments to me, it's like, oh, I didn't notice, and I don't know how you're noticing, but thanks. Yeah, anyway, so it's just, I should have known this would be part of it and should have been more prepared, and I just wasn't. I want to be skinnier, of course, but I just don't like people complimenting me on losing weight. It's just a weird thing. Even beforehand, like I a couple years ago, I lost probably about 15 pounds, 10, 15 pounds. It wasn't obviously too noticeable. It was before I got up to my highest weight, which happened after this. But I was doing these long walks, about an hour-long walk every single morning in my neighborhood here before work. And I was really, you know, really feeling fit and really enjoying it. This was around between May and June, when the weather's really nice and the sun just starts coming up enough at about 6 o'clock in the morning for you to be able to get out with the sun without it being too dark out. And I was going for these walks. I was feeling great. I was eating the same as, you know, I normally do. I eat okay anyways. But I did drop about 10 to 15 pounds. I don't know if it was quite 15, and I was feeling really good. And I was, you know, putting on my Facebook page my little map my run mapping thing and saying, oh, good morning. You know, I had a good morning run or walk, not run. I can't run. But I was feeling really good. And then eventually my shift changed at work. I just didn't have time to do it anymore. And the sun started getting really hot at that time of the morning when I did have time to go. And so it just kind of, eventually I just stopped. I just lost momentum, and the weight came back on plus some. Of course, that's what happens. And then nobody really commented too much then about it. But then at least I had an answer. Like, people knew I was walking. I was walking every morning. I was telling everybody, oh, I'm walking every morning. And, oh, I went for a nice hour-long walk this morning. And so people knew. But this time it's kind of like I just don't have that backstory. I don't have that, oh, I just started doing this. I just started doing that. The only thing I've done is had surgery. And that's not something I wanted to tell them. So that's just another reason that's kind of made me uncomfortable. I really do want to get back into that walking. It's June now. I've already missed May. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I used to just put my headphones on, bring my little MP3 player, and I'd go out for the whole hour-long walk. And I have one big, giant area of the neighborhood that I'd walk in, and I really liked it. But it's just getting that momentum just to start something again. Today I had the day off. I could have went, and also at the time I had to. It's just hard because I have to get the kids ready in the morning, and unless I get out exactly the right time, and then I have to rush back and make sure I'm back at the right time. I can't slow down my walk, or I have to do it exactly so that I get back in time to get them ready for school and stuff. If they could get themselves off to school, I'd be set, but it's not gonna happen. They're a little young for that. Yeah, so I might try to get out for a walk today because my son is 12. He can watch the younger girls for a little bit of time. I don't like to leave him for too long, but he watches them after school for a bit before I get home from work, which I'm fine with. So hopefully maybe I can try to get out for a walk today. A nice day out. It's gorgeous out there today. I feel bad sitting in the house as long as I did, but I was lazy this morning because I got to sleep in, and that just makes you lazy the whole day. It's really terrible. I should have got up early and still done stuff, but I do have to run out to the store, though. I do have to pick up a couple things at the store, so I will be getting out of the house anyways, and hopefully taking the kids out somewhere too, because it is too nice for them to sit in all day as well. What else has happened this week? Next week, we have yet another potluck coming up at work. I think it's next week. Yeah, I told you my work is really potluck heavy, but this will be nice because this time I can at least enjoy a few more things. I know I can have a few veggies, so the veggie trays are open to me. I haven't really tried anything really hard. Like, I put carrots in my salad, but they were the shredded kind that you can buy, and those were okay. I mentioned I had a tomato, I had some cucumber in my salad, I had peppers in my salad, I had lettuce in my salad. So I've had some harder vegetables, and they were okay for me. So at the potluck, I could probably have some stuff off the veggie tray. I've had a little bit of bread, and it's been okay for me, so maybe another, like pitas or crackers or something if they're at the potluck. I usually used to make this really nice Greek pasta salads for the potlucks, but I don't know if I want to venture back into pastas. I'm sure, again, I could probably handle it. Wouldn't bother me, but I think that's really carb heavy, and I don't know if I want to venture back. Every time we've had pasta a couple times for dinner. And what I do is I make the sauce, and I make it with fake ground beef. And we also have these fake meatballs that we eat with it. So when we make the sauce, it's pretty thick with the ground beef in there. And so I usually just have a bowl of the couple meatballs with the sauce. I haven't had it anymore. The noodles, or we had gnocchi the other day. I didn't have that. So I have been still trying to stay away from the carbs that way. So I don't know if I'd want to make the pasta salad. I could always make it and bring it for everybody else to enjoy. There's nothing wrong with that if I have the time. But it's my favorite, and I really love it, and I'd probably want to try some, which I might anyways. Who knows? I don't want to completely deny myself everything, just because then I get into the thing where you really want something, and then you'll, go overboard on it, or I don't know. I don't think I need to withhold everything for myself. I just keep the portions in check and don't have everything too often. Like if I did make this pasta salad, it's literally just for this potluck, and it's not like I'm gonna have pasta every day. It's same with the birthday cake. Birthday cake was a one-time thing. The popcorn I had at week 2 was a one-time thing. I haven't had it since, and I don't plan on having popcorn anytime soon. Okay. It's just kind of like one-offs. I don't think anything's wrong when it's kind of in when you're not having it every day. Yeah, so I'm if I did make the pasta salad, I don't eat pasta every day. We've had pasta here, and I've avoided it. So I don't think if I had a little bit of pasta in a pasta salad, it would do any harm. I'm still not going to have a lot of it, although I really love that salad. That's another one of the things that I would normally. I made a salad. Me and my mom, it's one of the things me and my mom make a lot when we get together. We make this Greek pasta salad, and I usually get to keep the leftovers, and I'll eat it for days. It's just so good. But that's something that'd be hard for me to not eat a lot of, because I just love it. Let me see what else. Yeah, like I said, it's a gorgeous day out there. I should really be getting out there. Just wanted to get this in because I posted my last video so late. It kind of feels like it was just a couple days ago, and it was from last week, and I know this week it's already Friday, and I didn't make one up, so I wanted to get my video out. I think that's about it. So yeah, like I said, I'm 198 today, and it is a couple days after Wednesday. I think on Wednesday I was probably, a couple days when I weighed, I was 198.2. One day I was 198.2, then I think the next day I was 198.8, which my weight does flatten out or go up a couple, like almost a pound or something some days, depending what I'm eating or what I'm doing. And today it was back down again. So I'm handling that okay. I am a daily weigher. It doesn't bother me to weigh myself every day. I know some people stay away from the scales because they feel defeated if their weight goes up. Maybe that might affect me more later on down the road if I do start. Like so far it's only been like point something that I've gained or maintained or something. I haven't gone up like a whole pound or 2 or anything like that. I've steadily been going down 1 or 2 pounds. I haven't lost really quickly. Like if you remember my I think it was week 3, I was at 201 point something, and then the next week I was at 200 even. So I literally only lost like a pound between that week. But I'm not really too worried about it. It is steadily going down, and I think because I started at a lower weight, I expect it to not like not to be dropping 10 pounds a week off or anything. I wasn't expecting that. And like I said, obviously I've had a number of coworkers now comment to me, so something is showing. My clothes I know feel different. This dress here I'm wearing today, I got my hoodie on again, but I'm wearing a dress, and again, see, this one's really odd fitting. Another thing that happens with these, going off what I was saying last week about the sleeveless dresses, this one's a sleeveless as well, and but this one's just really odd fitting because it's really narrow right in this area here. But because I'm so small breasted, when you wear larger sizes, I think the larger sizes are made to accommodate women with larger breasts, because usually you're a larger size, you got larger boobs. And so what I have is I have really long, the straps on them are always really long because I don't have enough up front to fill them out. So I'm actually wearing a padded bra even now, so it's even bigger than I would be. But yeah, I always get really gappy under my arms and gappy all around this area here because they're made for bigger boobs, because I'm a bigger size. If I was wearing like a size small, it might fit more snug, but obviously I don't fit into a size small, so that's pointless. But this one here is actually a large. It's a one I had in my closet from last year. I didn't wear it too much because it was really, really tight on me. It's a stretchy, it's like a jersey t-shirt kind of material. But most of the ones I have are extra large, but they all do this. Like I have my other dress I was wearing in one of my other videos. It's a black and white striped one I was wearing, I think, with a red hoodie. And it's an extra large, and it does the same thing. So it's like, as I lose weight, I probably have to get like the straps taken in so it fits a little bit more snug up top. But that's another issue with me wearing strapless things, is because my breasts are so small. My the armholes are always so big on me because I don't have enough front to fill out the material that they make for them. And even with tank tops, like I think I mentioned in somebody's comment, it wasn't necessarily a video I made, how I have a long torso, and she was I forget her name. It's D, starts with the D. Sorry, I didn't remember your name, but I did leave a comment to her video. She was commenting on how now that she's not shopping in the extra large sections, or in the plus size clothing, a lot of the extra large and large clothes she's buying in regular sizes are too short for her because she's tall. I think she said she was 5'11". I'm only 5'4". So that's not my issue, but I do have a long torso. So I've always had the issue, and plus with the extra belly too from being larger. All the shirts I always buy, and I've pretty much only got up to an extra large, maybe a 1X. But the shirts are very short on me, so my belly will stick out, which is not attractive. So what I've always done is I've always worn tank tops, layered tank tops underneath of shirts that I wear, so that the tank tops are longer, because I buy these ones from Old Navy, and I have them in like a bunch of colors because I wear them almost every day because all my shirts are short. And these tank tops are a bit longer. They will cover my butt. If I'm wearing like leggings, I can pull them down so they cover my bum. And but the only problem with them, again, I buy them in extra large so that they'll be long enough to cover past my belly. But then again, I have the same problem with the armholes because they're extra large. They're made to fit out bigger here, and they don't on me. So they just have all this extra material. So I can't ever wear those tank tops on their own. They're literally just undershirts I wear underneath other things, because up top they look like this. They're just kind of hanging. That's the same reason I don't wear like a lot of these dresses. Like even if I pull it down, it's just too big. It's just too big up here. Some of my dresses, I do have the one that I was wearing, a gray one in my last video. I think I was wearing my striped hoodie. That one fits a little bit better around the arm, so I literally could wear that one top, like with the no sleeves if I wanted to. But this one's just awkward fitting. I can't. And this is a really, really light hoodie here too. It's like a jogging hoodie, so it's really fine. It's almost mesh material. It's really, really thin, so it's not too hot for this weather. I should be able to wear it today without it being too hot. But yeah, so that's just more of my wardrobe woes. Yeah, so I don't remember why I was talking about my clothes now, but oh, maybe because I was looking at myself and I could see how odd fitting this dress is, which is why I'm wearing a hoodie with it. But it is really hot out today. I would love to just wear the dress itself. But I will. Maybe I'll, like this dress here, like I said, it was a size large. I think that's what my point was I was actually into a size large, because this one's been in my closet for a while. I'm going to see if I can maybe get the straps taken up on this and a couple of my other dresses, and then they'll fit a little bit better. And who knows, maybe if I am comfortable with my arms at some point, I will just wear them out. This summer, I'm going to have to go with t-shirts anyways, because yeah, I'm not going to wear long sleeves all summer. I never do, but I'm still not comfortable with my arms, like I mentioned in my last video. Anyways, I think that's about it for this video. I don't think I need to make it any longer. I think that about covers it for this week. I cheated again and experienced a couple new things. Like I said, the bread, I've been eating some toasted breads, and the salads have been fine. Again, I had made myself about another 3 this week, and I do put a lot of protein in, so I am having salad, but I have it in my salad. I cut up one of my tofurkey slices, so it's got the turkey protein in there, and I put in shredded cheddar cheese, so it's got cheese in there, and I also put in some chickpeas, so there's chickpeas in there. So there is like if somebody was having a salad with chicken in it, and you know, with the proteins I get combined, it probably equals out to the same as just chicken salad, a sandwich, a salad with chicken in it anyways. So I am getting proteins in with the salad, but I just miss salad too much to wait any longer. So I had about 3 of those this week. I had one for lunch. The one day I ate half the salad and I couldn't really finish it. So I thought that was a bad idea bringing that for lunch, because I still am making almost the same portion I used to make, because I just have the same bowl that I bring it in and kind of mix it up with the same, you know, amounts of peppers and carrots and cucumbers as I always made, just because I had such a routine of making my salads before. But now I just obviously can't eat that much. So the one day for lunch I brought it to work, and I did eat a lot of it, but then I kind of started getting full. And so then the next day I was smarter. I left the one at home and I had something else for lunch. I forget what I had now. I think it was leftover stir fry that I made. And so I shared my salad with my daughter, because that way we each get half of it. She can eat half, I can eat half of it. And she loves salads, and that way I was able to go through my salads and not eat the whole thing and not waste it. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to having some salads. I just love them, and just make sure I add the good amount of protein in there. And just try to stay on the protein kick, because it's just really hard when you're not eating very much, and every little thing you eat you have to think of protein first. Because like I said, I brought some Greek yogurt to work yesterday, and I just didn't have the time to fit it in. I'm at home like drinking my water. I ate dinner like around 7. I had those little chicken nuggets. Then I had to wait a while so I could drink some water, you know, sipping away at my water. And then it's getting to be like 8 o'clock at night. And I thought, well, maybe I should try to fit in like a Greek yogurt or something for dessert. But I was just way too tired by then. I was watching TV and conked out. So I literally run out of time to eat all the protein I can in a day. I have to start earlier, I guess. I should be eating my breakfast shake in the morning before I go to work, but sometimes I'm just too rushed and I just bring it to work, and then I'm not getting my first meal in until after 9:30, because that's when I get to work. And before then I'm not really drinking much water either, because I take a couple sips with medicine in the morning. But then I'm rushing to getting the kids ready, getting myself ready, and then running to work. And by the time I'm at work, first thing I do is have my shake. So then I have to wait again for water. So I'm not drinking water until like about 10:30, 11. And that's my first, you know, little bit of water I get to drink in. So it's still a timing issue for me, just trying to balance everything. I'm sure that's the way it is for everybody. And it's just something I'm going to have to get used to. But yeah, like I'm so thirsty right now, but I just eaten a little while. I'm going to grab my water bottle and I'm going to take it with me to the store, because make sure I drink some on the way. Anyways, that's it for this week. I'll be back next week with week 6. Oh, I didn't mention what happened. Oh, geez. See, I should write this stuff down, and I never do. And I just leave it up to my memory. And I have a horrible, horrible, horrible memory, so that's a bad idea. My doctor's appointment I mentioned I was going to my follow-up for my 1-month follow-up, I guess it was. And I kind of, again, didn't do the food log because I'm bad and lazy and not good at logging my food. So she kind of was, you know, hoping I'd have a food log there. I kind of told her the things I ate. She mentioned at my 6-month checkup, make sure I bring a food log. So I'm really going to have to try to get in the habit of logging my food. It is just, and then I tried to use that, I think it's called Beartastic program instead of my Fitness Pal. Because I know with my Fitness Pal, it doesn't take into account that you're on lower, you're taking in lower calories every day. But the Beartastic, I think it's called app, does, because it's for bariatric patients. Bariatastic, I guess it's called. So I did try to log on to that, and then the first thing I did was I was trying to scan a couple of the foods I was eating, and they weren't in the system yet. So then it started asking me, oh, do you want to add this food to the thing? Because it wasn't in there. I forget even what it was. Maybe one of my veggie meats or something. I don't know. But and this was in the morning. I'm like, bam, right there. I don't have time to do this. And plus, I'm in Canada too, so that app is probably American. So I even found, even with MyFitnessPal, I found some of the products we have in Canada aren't the same as the ones in the States. So some of the things aren't in the system because it's more widely used in the States. So I think that was the problem with this item too. It might have been a Canadian product. So I'm like, well, I'm before work. I don't have time to add this in there now. So I just gave up on it. So I might go back to MyFitnessPal and keep trying that. I don't care if it doesn't show, like it says I'm supposed to have so many calories in a day and I'm way under that. I'm just going to have to take that into account. That's just because I'm a bariatric patient and not necessarily just regular everyday eater. And I really I should get in the habit of and I should even buy a food scale, because I know these are the things that really help other people, and other people really do have a lot of luck. And it really works well for them to measure their food and stuff. And I know eyeballing is probably not a good idea, because eventually your eyes are going to fail you and you're going to start eating more than you should. And I don't know, just weighing my food is just, mathematics, and that's just not my thing. But I might try to get a little food scale and start doing that. I should be logging my food, because by 6 months, my next appointment, they want to see my food diary. But they were happy with where I'm at now. Again, I got my blood pressure checked and it was pretty normal. And she again was concerned about my blood heart rate, because it was at what was it when I was there? I don't know if it was in the 50s this time, because I was a little bit more active, because I've been walking around and walked to the appointment and stuff. But I was even monitoring it this morning, and like right now, sorry, I just tapped my Fitbit, so now it's not going to show me. Let's see. Okay, no. Oh, okay. Anyways, this morning, when I was still tired and laying in bed, I thought, I'm going to double check what my resting heart rate is when I'm close to sleepy. I want to try looking at it again when I'm falling asleep, if I can remember. But I just was curious again, since being out of the hospital and off the medication, because I think my really low heart rate there had something to do with, the pain medicine they were giving you probably slowed down your system a bit too, because it makes you tired and makes you tired enough to sleep, so it must slow down stuff in your body. So I thought maybe that had something to do with it. So yeah, right now I'm at 72, which is pretty high for just sitting here, but I have been talking. So this morning I was looking at it when I was laying there, and I was at one point I was at a 38 or 37, 38. So, and that was me just laying in bed, not moving around. So I guess it is kind of normal. It wasn't just maybe the medication in the hospital. And my family doctor didn't mention anything else about it. It's just, and I have read about it. There's some, I'm not going to say disease. There's a name for it when people have low heart rate, when you're not an athlete. And it could have other causes. It could be something. They did mention that hypothyroidism could be a cause of it as well. That could have something to do with it, which I do have. Athletes have low heart rates. They did mention that some people with irregular heartbeat might have the symptoms too of it. So I'm not really worried right now. Like I said, I've never felt faint, dizzy. I've never passed out. I'm never faint or dizzy ever. Like, I'm just never am. I just always have enough energy. I'm not tired. So nothing in my everyday life leads me to any concerns that I have any issues with my heart. I don't even get heart palpitations. Like, the only time I've ever had that happen is maybe, when you wake up from a dream suddenly and your heart kind of goes, like, that's about it. Like, I don't feel my heart having any kind of palpitations at any point in any time. Maybe go on a roller coaster. But, so I've never felt any issues with my heart. I didn't even know about my heart rate being so low before until I was in the hospital. And like I said, I monitor my Fitbit, and it shows that I do go low every night. And my average, like anytime I've checked it during the day, it usually is around 60. So that's just kind of, I just have and they said normal range is 60 to 100 resting heart rate. So that's not when you're active. But for me, when I'm walking around and active, it's usually around 60. So just call me an athlete, I guess. I guess I got a real healthy heart. I hope that's the case and it's not the opposite. Yeah, so anyways, that's it for this week. I'll get back to you in week 6 with any changes and anything new happening. Hopefully I'll be reporting on my new habit to walk around the neighborhood again. And I'll be nice and into that again. That would be really nice. Bo's checking out the people walking by. So he's about to get loud, so I'm going to go. All right, thanks again, and don't forget to like and subscribe.